Hello everyone, today is 24th of September 2020. In this video, we'll be discussing the editorial page analysis. Before we begin, this is a cartoon of the day. It is self-predictable because there is one person in the ring itself and he is declared as a winner because this is a present scenario of the government. Nobody is bothered and it is kind of a monopoly ruling. So before I begin, I welcome you all to Wifi Study Karo. This is my Instagram and also Facebook page. You can also follow me there itself. The first article is regarding the Indian democracy and seeing a dystopia in Indian democracy. The author says that there is some dystopia, means uneven situation or a bad kind of situation. So there is a bad kind of situation in India's democracy, the author says this article. So the attachment of states to the procedure of democracy has not been matched by the concern of fulfilling the lives for Indians. So in this recent past 6 months during this pandemic situation, several bills have been passed into the discussion or in Parliament, and it is not concerned to any states or different persons who are involved in the judiciary or so-called the democracy, and it is kind of uneven situation. The author definitely clears or finds himself to be a dystopia and as India's democracy. The United Nations had also declared September 15th as International Day of Democracy, and it is an entry on the website states that it provides an opportunity to review the state of democracy in this world. And also there should be a partial evaluation in every aspect of or policies or norms or any public funding or kind of PMK funds, or also some of the democratic things which are to be passed, either bills or some of the things like that. There should be partial evaluation before it is fulfilled or bills are passed. But what author finds is that there is lack of evaluation, and at least it should have involved the state's interest, that is kind of partial evaluation. And further, the plaudits are given a smooth changeover in the government for election and existence of independent press of judiciary and some of the guarantee of civil liberty justiciable in courts of law. So these are the valid observations in the assessment, and also based on the partial evaluation of some of the judiciary things after the election, what government had planned. And there should be freedom of press and also freedom of expression, and there should be proper guarantee in civil liberties. So this is what author finds, and he compares with the past rulers, so-called Jawaharlal Nehru and Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. And in his speech in August 15, 1947, what Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan states that the goal is independence was to create institutions which will ensure justice and fullness of life to every man and woman, which is missing in this present scenario. So that's why the author of this article finds it as a dystopia of India's democracy. So it is missing even in the development, because in this pandemic situation we have seen that there is no proper development and proper measures to be taken, and many migrants have been what kind of thing is that they are jobless, and also most of the migrants are suffering from the food scarcity and basic amenities. This is what development is lacking in this present scenario. Historically, the caste system in India has excluded a large section from education. So what we have found in the earlier days in 1950s around like that, the caste system has predominantly dominated the society, and because of that caste system, the lower or the marginalized workers are not given the proper education. They are confined to only the lower job conditions. So this is what that is a lack of education system has deprived. So there is a flaw in the system, and also the caste system has dominated and also excluded the large section from this education. So we should not neglect, and this is the repression. That's why the author finds the democracy is in dystopia. This is regarding this article. The next article is regarding the efficacy of female leadership. The recent past during this pandemic situation, how the female leaders dominated in different parts of the world, might be Tehran or New Zealand or some different parts of the world. The one who is ruling the country, if might be a female, will predominantly done very good so-called the low number of cases we have seen in the earlier videos as well. The New Zealand has recorded 0 coronavirus cases in the past. We have seen it in the video. So that's why, but the one who ruled the New Zealand is a woman. So what author finds is that efficiency or the efficacy of female leadership is a good thing, and also studies by researchers in United States report that states which have female governors have fewer COVID-19 related deaths, perhaps partly because female governors acted more decisively by issuing earlier stay-at-home orders. So the author of this study conclude that women leaders are more effective than their male counterparts in the times and crisis. So there should be several critics, and also who will be questionable. And also what the author says that in the previous past years even there should be proper bill or quota to be established in the Lok Sabha, so that the eligible criteria for the women should be enhanced or increased, but this is languishing, what author finds and tells in this article. And there should be steps for reducing this dominance of male, and also the employment or some of the criteria only women can handle more efficiency in this leadership. And also there should be steps to bring into consideration, or proper quota should be given in every aspect of women, so that the leadership of female will be predominantly dominated rather than male, so that efficiency or efficacy will become balanced and might be a very good rule. This is what author means to say in this article. The next article is regarding the digital media, how light of touch. What author says in this article is during this pandemic or even any time, if there is a thing that anyone has a freedom of speech, but it should be limited and it should be properly so-called digitalized, and also there should be some norms, and then there should be some regulations and rules. And the problematic content abounds in a digital space, but the regulations must be sagacious, means very strict. And also if there is unnecessary content or hated speech in the society or so-called social media, people are more influencing rather than thinking is it right or wrong. This is what the author means to say. The government has in recent days twice signaled that more rules to tackle these problems of unlawful content and harm causing disinformation in the digital media space are in offering. The affidavit filed in the case involving Sudarshan TV, responding to the Supreme Court's call for suggestions to improve the self-regulatory mechanism for electronic media. The centre said that the regulation of the web-based digital media is a need for the hour. Instead, the ministry is also working to amend the information technology rules of 2011 to make some intermediate and also more responsive and accountable. So internet is also a very big space of truthful facts, and often challenging which one is right or which one is wrong because of this fake and spurious messages by different people, so that it is already that polarizing opinions and hate speech and disinformation are abound with full of internet. The large number of these media sites and magazines pursue a legitimate journalism initiatives which not only have the proper mechanism to deliver quality but also operate with a high degree of accountability. For attempts of making new rules for intermediates such as Google and Facebook, there should be need of well thought how to be measured, and the proper rule and also regulation should be modified, and this is going to be a regulation in digital media. This is what this article says. The next article is regarding addressing the mental health needs of homeless persons. So this is what author finds is that in this pandemic situation they are the most underdeprived or most neglected candidates, because nobody is bothered about the mental health of homeless persons. And also if you can see in the figure, the patients of Institute of Mental Health visited the Marina Beach in Chennai. They are helping each other by themselves rather than this is what is happening in the mental health or homeless persons. So integrated approach here should be built to ensure that lives of those in this huge fringes matter. So the inability to adhere to public health protocols that prescribe distancing and use of hygienic products, and the absence of private toilets and basic amenities, and also lack of adequate nutrition, and or the realities in these low and middle income countries. So amongst these, those most affected are homeless persons and also ultra poor. So many of them are unemployed in the formal sector, so they are exposed and the greater adversity against the backdoor, and also some of the social disadvantage and the lack of social security. So globally, this unpreparedness is again a challenging task to handle in this pandemic, and also there is a collapse of health system in this denying your ability and also to focus on health. So many countries have attempted to make amends of this unjustifiable perception, and also this is a barrier, and there is inequality. So they should be distinctly deprived. And however, we all must remember that the issue of homeless and mental ill health even independently present intractable problems in combination, or one may confront ethical dilemmas and emerging constraints and challenges. So we need to think of these kind of things, how to incur or address these kind of things of mental health and also homeless persons. This is what author finds and tells that an integrated approach to be necessary in this place where it is more important to handle this kind of situations. That's the end of article discussion. If you are new to my channel, I request you all to subscribe so that you will not miss any further updates. Thank you. Have a great day.